Well, everybody, this is a friend of the show. Y'all know him, y'all love him. Actually, one of our most successful episodes is when we had Cris Da Boss on. So we want to welcome you back on to the show. Chris, how you doing?
Hey, all is well. Can't complain. Can't complain
I
on this
love
one
it.
down. How about yourself, Maya?
I'm good. I'm good. I appreciate you, popping back on with us and talking about this much to discuss sports event that we got coming up. So can you give us a little bit of background on how the Flintustry Ball Stars basketball game kind of came about and how you settled on the idea of having like a much to discuss branch that was focused on sports?
Well, I've always been inspired by the NBA All Star Weekend, and I've never been a part of the NBA All Star Weekend myself. So I wanted to create our own All Star vibes within the community, within the city of Flint. Um, Basically, we got like the NBA All Star Weekend is where you usually see like a lot of the stars come out, a lot of the famous people, actors, people in fashion and music, all type of different business ventures. And here in Flint, within our own Flintustry, we got a bunch of things similar going on, but on a smaller scale. So just wanted to treat our city with our own All Star vibes, finding a way to bring the community together and highlight the children. Find something safe, fun that the youth can be involved in. That people of all ages were all kind of coming together for like mutual fun day of experiences through sports and entertainment. Sports and music and media has always been some of my loves, and so I want to try to merge all of them together and have something that like some everybody can be a part of, really.
So this is the second one, right? This is the second year of having the basketball game. Can you tell us a little bit about your overall vision for it and what you hope to bring to the community? I know you spoke about like creating that all star vibe that is had on like a major level and bringing that to the greater Flint community, but in essence, what are the things you want to celebrate? You want to highlight? You want this event when somebody thinks about it, this is what they think about.
Um, Networking opportunities is definitely a place where many people can network, connect with each other on future ventures. The youth, I want the youth to continue to feel inspired by what they're out here doing, the work they're putting in, and continue to find. Hopefully, this can lead into like more programs for the youth to be involved in throughout the year. Um, I would like to keep. This is one of the. All right. Well, the first thing on top of my mind. Last year, I was told by someone that it was the first time they had like their grandchildren and children all in the same space in years. So like stuff like that is what I look forward to at the top of my head. That was the first thing I was thinking about. I was trying to beat around that, so I'm just get that out the way. Yeah, just finding more reasons for like families and friends to come together because I feel like we don't do that enough anymore. Um, Especially just family friendly environments and creating program opportunities. Partnered up with Talent Over Politics, started by Clavante Brown, and he trains youth throughout the year for basketball, getting them in a better shape to play basketball long term. And he's implemented like educational putting emphasis on education and things like that within his programs with Talent Over Politics. So we want to continue to find ways to create create accessible resources for like the youth and other businesses um, committed to bringing the city up in many different ways. There's all kinds of ways like people can connect through this event and from raising health awarenesses to finding things that'll benefit the children long term, because they're the next ones to take over. So we gotta prep them correctly, and
Mhm.
continue to put positive vibes into their lives. You know, because
Yes.
it's so much negativity around, and it's easy. It can be easily influenced. It can be easily influencing to get involved in something negative, especially if you're not consistently active in different programs. So
Mhm.
I think that answered your question. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, 100%, 100%. And I know last time we was on the show, we talked about like Flint specifically and creating things in the city. Why is it so important for you? Because even with this game is happening right in the heart of the city. Like,
Yeah.
why is it so important for you to really like stamp this in Flint? Like, you could have took this to Grand Blanc, you could have took it to Flushing, you could have took it to the Creek, you could have took it wherever. Why was it so important for you to do it like right in Flint, right in the heart of the city?
The city needs it. The city needs it badly. I remember growing up and like there were times when I was a child where we can like go out and experience like fun events or showcases. There was never any drama and things like that. You got to meet like a bunch of other kids and families and stuff like that. I really miss those vibes. I feel like they've been absent in our city for quite some time. We do have a few things here and there that brings a lot of the city together, but I feel like not on the sporting level, like just bridging generational gaps and involving so many. We got musicians. The school is involved a lot of the children, from dancing programs and stuff like that. I just miss having like more fun showcases, fun attractions within the city of Flint. I hear so many stories on Flint's history from like
Mm-hmm.
before I was born up until like I was a little kid, and then like when I was a child, like a lot of big a lot of big things to look forward to within the city kind of like faded away when I came into this world, and I've heard many stories on how like there were so many big functions like way before my time, and I've never got to experience something on that level. So um, instead of I spend years like from childhood to teenage years complaining about what this city doesn't have and what the city doesn't have to offer, and I've moved away to bigger cities, and I've experienced like those things I was complaining about, the lack that Flint has. I've after experiencing certain events and meeting a bunch of different event planners from elsewhere, I realized like I need to come back and do this at home. Forget like running away chasing this dream in someone else's city. So I had to stop complaining about what we don't have and try to be that change, that necessary change, and bring that to the city. So instead of complaining about what we don't have, I'm like, you know what, let's figure out a way to create
Let's
that for
build
us.
it.
Yeah, let's build it for us to have it moving forward. And then
Yeah.
we won't have to keep leaving town to find something
Right.
to do. We have it right here within the Flintustry.
Yep, built that infrastructure up 100%, 100%. So, getting into like the actual event, can you break down for us what the day will look like, what people can expect when they pop out?
Yes, so it's gonna be an entire afternoon of games, competitions, performances. So Saturday, March 21st, at the New Standard Academy, we will doors will open at 1. We're gonna have a few barbers in attendance, cutting hair for children who necessarily can't afford it. We got the likes of the Kids Barber and Shady Cuts. Um, we got a few vendors like fat vegans. We got 5K flavors. So like you can come in and get some food from our food vendors. More than likely be clothing vendors on site. Other businesses set up, having their table set up, promoting their services or what their business, different businesses has to offer. 2 o'clock, the events will begin. We will have there will be a few youth games, youth basketball games, as well as adult games taking place. There's a total of 5 basketball games happening on the 21st. Our first game is ages 9 through 11, girls and boys. The second game is ages 12 through 14, girls and boys. The third game is ages 15 through 18, boys and girls. The fourth game is a Flintustry celebrity basketball game. Um, Basically, we don't care about how popular you are. When I know some people, when they hear the word celebrity, it was like, oh, you're gonna bring in like they think of the most famous person they can think of from Flint, and I'm like, no, it's not. I mean, we would love to have like all the big
Not
names.
yet. We gonna get them. We gonna get them,
Yeah,
but
we gonna get them,
next
but
time.
we got, yeah, exactly. That's what I be trying to tell people. We gotta work our way up. This is still freshly new. This is only the second one, and yeah. So basically, anybody, it's not a popularity contest. It's as long as you're creating a positive impact within a community, you're basically eligible to register for the Flintustry celebrity game. From business owners, entrepreneurs, you can be in the fire department, musicians, artists. As long as you're creating a positive impact within your community, you're eligible to come put on the show. You don't got to be the best. You just know, like, you like having fun playing basketball. And then the main event, the fifth and final game, will consist of more experienced players, former alum basketball players, and players who are still currently in shape and still playing weekly on a regular. So they're going to put on a show for the main event for the town. In between those games, we'll have a skills competition, and we'll have a 3-point shooting contest as well. We got a few local music performances from the likes of Shirey Yana, Kanan McGee, Taylor Tatum, Marjai Marquita, to name a few. We got the New Standard Academy, will include their drum line, their majorette dancers, a second and third grade hip hop dance group, and a fourth and fifth grade hip hop dance group. So
That's
it's gonna
dope.
be a lot of entertainment taking place.
Will we be seeing Chris Da Boss hitting the mic at any point in time during the event?
um, I've been told I'm crazy if I don't. So
Crazy if you don't.
I'm told I'm like, how can like somebody said to me just last week, like how Cris Da Boss with Much to Discuss Media is putting together an event on this scale and you're not performing.
You're
Like
not
you're
performing.
I can't help it. I'm always looking forward to putting other people on. Like I'm
We
always
gotta have you on that too. We gotta
yeah,
have you on that.
I'm thinking about how I can squeeze myself in there, but I'm still a fan of others. So like
Mhm.
as much as I like to push and promote myself as an artist, on the business side, I'm still a fan of so many. We got so much skill and talent around here, and I don't want to take up all the time focusing on me, highlighting, being a highlight when I love to sit back and enjoy, a performance from Kanan McGee or Taylor Tatum and stuff like that. So I'm gonna try to squeeze myself in there somehow, but yeah, I just want to see everybody else have fun and have a good time for the most part. Not saying that me performing, you won't have a good time because I know you will, but yeah, I'm thinking about adding something in there.
If not this year, next year we gotta put you on the roster performing. We gotta get
Okay.
you on there.
I can do next year for sure. I can do next year for sure.
We gonna do
I
next
might I
year.
might
So
surprise people this year, but next year I got you. I got you.
I like it. I like it. I like it. So in terms of just kind of switching gears a little bit on the tip of this is something that is going to be a annual thing, I assume, and much discussed sports is going to be expanding more and more as we go through the months and the years. What for you is the ultimate vision for what much discussed sports will be in the Flint area, and also if you ever thought about like expanding it outward to other cities in Genesee County, and then expanding it out to just the state as a whole.
Um, I appreciate that. Basically, I would like to see it reach like league status. Like, I would like to eventually create our own leagues, sports leagues, and then that's where my mind was starting at a couple years ago before bringing the first one to life last year at the new standard. I've always wanted to create our own sporting leagues for like some of every sport. And but I had to start small. I had to start small. I've got a big vision of like us going through, like, take basketball for example. I'm starting with basketball because it's always been like my favorite sport. But I have a love for every sport though. So starting with basketball, I figured like let's start small and create like one event and build from there because and then that lets me starting with our own all-star type event. But eventually, the goal was to like just like in the professional leagues, like we have training camps, we have drafts, we have like several teams within the league. Um, and then we have like our own season and then playoffs and tournaments and tournament style brackets. And then in the midst of all that, I wanted to like highlight the best players from those leagues, and then get them voted into like a Boss Star celebrity event like we're doing now. So like I figured I'll start with the All Star event, get some type of motion on here, and then find ways to evolve it into a league, and then have like all kinds of players having something additional to do um, with that. But a basketball league, a flag football league, volleyball league, golf, swimming, bowling, some of everything. I would like for this basketball showcase to expand into like Boss Star showcases for a Boss Star volleyball showcase, a Boss Star flag football showcase, bowling, golf. But outside of the specific like Boss Star All Star theme showcases, I would like to turn all of them into a league somehow, and then that the league thing could potentially expand like throughout different regions, like taking over our region and reaching other regions as well.
That's dope. I like that. We got to make that happen. We need something like that to be at this level where I think of like how and one started as they was just their own little sect, and then and one turned into a whole. They was touring around, having shoes,
That's a
having
very great example. Yes, that's a very
yeah.
great example. Yes, yes.
Nah, that's super duper dope. So one
And
of the
next thing you
things
know,
we
everybody knows about it.
yeah,
Yeah,
everybody know about it. It
yeah,
became like we out the country with it.
yeah,
I,
yeah. And that's
I
that's
like
exactly that's something similar to what I'm aiming for. Start small, like only people in our local area know about it, and it's starting to reach and surround the cities. But
yeah.
eventually, once it expands throughout the region and other regions, then everybody will know about it from there.
Yeah, yeah, nah, that's super duper dope. One of the things I always like to do is it's twofold. One, we all growing, we all learning, we all experiencing, figuring it out, building from the ground up. And two, we also like to give the flowers for the work that's done in the dark that everybody don't see. Everybody don't know the time spent putting this event together, and then they come to it and they just get to sit pretty and be comfortable and enjoy the festivities going on. But it's a lot of hard work, energy, and effort that brought this thing to life. Can you give advice to another young person out there who may be thinking about starting something up similar, and they wherever they at and they radius, and wanting to do this, and kind of the things that you've learned. I know we still early on and this is year two, but what you've learned so far, the different things that you would suggest, the advice that you would give to somebody else kind of looking to do or start something as well.
Yes, yes. Write it down. Any of your ideas, write them down. That's most importantly, write everything that come to mind down. Make sure you write it down somewhere you ain't gonna forget it, where it's placed at. Um, start now. Start now with your vision. If anybody's looking to create something similar or on a larger scale, whatever the case may be, start as soon as possible. Um, Not saying the event has to be tomorrow that you're planning on putting together, but start planning and figuring out what all needs to go into this idea to bring it to life. Start that right away. Don't waste no time. The sooner you figure out what all needs to go into your vision, the sooner you can start finding how to get the resources needed to bring it all to life. And I would say don't hesitate, because you never know how much time it takes to get everything together. You got to connect with people, and then you got to remember, everyone has their own thing going on, so you're always on someone else's time. So reaching out to people you may need for consultation, or different businesses or entities that need to be involved. Be considerate of others' time, and just start right away. Start asking the necessary questions, and even early on, if it's your first time doing something, then you might not know exactly the correct questions that need to be asked. So start doing as much research as you can on what your vision is, and then you'll figure out like who are the right people to come to for advice and stuff like that. Just to make sure you get where you're trying to be with your vision. But yeah, start as soon as possible. Ask as many questions as possible. Um, you can never ask too many questions. You can never ask too many questions, and then there's no really stupid questions until you know exactly what you're talking about. So just ask away, and then write everything down, and continue to do the research on what needs to go into bringing your baby to life, and then
Mm-hmm.
make it happen. Don't give up. Just be consistent with trying to figure it out. There could be some like some stressful, overwhelming days where nothing seems like it's gonna work. But at the end of the day, just remember, stay focused on the mission at hand, no matter how bad or how ugly things may look. Stay focused on the mission, and then trust me, like things will work out. Stay focused on it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't give up. Don't give up on yourself and on your vision. Everything will work out. May not work out how you originally planned, but if you stay true to the mission, trust me, it will work out for the best.
Mm-hmm.
And your vision will come to life somehow. So
Mm-hmm. Nah, I love that. I love that. That's great advice. Just in general, with anything that you're doing. So moving forward, I know we got the game coming up in about, as of the recording of this, by the time it comes out, we'll probably be like a week out, a little less than a week out. But how can people get involved with this, whether they want to support you financially, support on the admin side of things and put things together, if they want to volunteer their time and energy? How can people get in contact with you? How can we get our people who may not be in the city right now, if they want to just, donate some tickets to the community? How can people tap in with you on that?
I'm going by Cris Da Boss on Facebook. You can contact me on Messenger through Facebook. Cris Da Boss, CrisDaBoss. And you can text me on Messenger, or you can contact Much to Discuss Media, at 810-515-2033. Yep, Much to Discuss Media at 810-515-2033. Hey, having multiple phones, it's almost mixed the numbers up. Like,
It'd
what
be
phone
killing
number am
you.
I trying to get on? Yeah, but Much to Discuss Media, 810-515-2033. You can reach out to me there through text message or call and leave a voicemail. But yeah, you can definitely contact me through Facebook or Facebook Messenger, or at the Much to Discuss phone number, and contact me as soon as possible. We have Cash App at Cris Da Boss, and or Apple Pay at 810-423-5000 as well, if anybody needs that information sooner than later. But yeah, I'm available. I don't care what time of day you need to reach out to me. I'm up like all times of the day, day and night and stuff. So yeah,
Tap
hopefully,
in with them.
yeah, hoping to get some of everybody involved. Like, if we can bring the entire city out, that'll be a blessing.
Yeah, we gonna do it. We gonna do it. We gonna bring everybody out. But y'all heard them. Make sure y'all tap in with them. The Much to Discuss Sports Flintustry Ball Stars Basketball Showcase on Saturday, March 21st at New Standard Academy in Flint, Michigan. Y'all
Yeah.
make sure y'all tap in. Chris, I so appreciate you for tapping in with us on the game. I know you got a lot on your plate right now, so I know every moment, every minute, every second is valuable right now. So I appreciate you tapping in with us and giving us that. And we gonna keep making this bigger and better every single year. Keep learning, keep growing together, because this is the type of thing, as a city we got to support each other to get from where we are now to where we trying to get to. So we definitely gonna show up. We gonna make the most of this one, and we gonna keep getting it bigger and bigger every single year.
Hey, I know that's right. I know that's right. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to Uptown Sounds, for real, for real.
Hey,
All the
appreciate
all the assists that you help us with in the community, we greatly appreciate you. Uptown Sounds will be a part of the M2D Sports Flintustry Ball Stars Basketball Showcase as well, having a
Oh
team
yeah,
named after them. Shout out,
that's
shout out.
that's this year. Look, 2027, I'm in the game. Y'all watch out,
Hey,
because
I
I'm
know
coming
that's
out
right.
of retirement.
I know that's right.
I'm
Come
coming
in.
out.
Hey, for real, for real. I love it. I love it.